Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin and today we are playing with the entire Oden's Eye collaboration with NYX, the Helaween collection, and we're gonna create these two looks on my eyes today, play with some of the lip products, and chat about this collection. So if that sounds good to you, keep on watching. Before we get into the video too far, if you haven't already, I would love it if you would consider subscribing. I upload videos twice a week. It's totally free to subscribe, and I would love to have you back again on the channel. So just so that you have this information, this is still an available collection. It's not sold out, but it is limited edition. So I don't know if they will restock if it sells out. I think Angie said it depended on how fast they sold out, if they restocked or if they sold out. But the entire bundle for the Helaween bundle, which includes the 2 eyeshadow palettes and the 5 lip products, is still in stock. It is $133.70 for the bundle, and I believe you do get free shipping if you do that full bundle. I did when I got mine. So if you just want one of the palettes, you can get a palette for $43.90 plus shipping, and then a lip product, I think just one individual lippy, is $13.90. If you get the entire lip collection, it's $62.55. So that's all the pricing and everything. All right, now let's go ahead and get into look number 1 with this palette. So this first look is going to be using the Trick or Treat palette. Here's what it looks like. As always, Oden's Eye kills it with the artwork. There was never any guess about that, you guys. So we've got the outside sleeve, and then on the inside, it looks exactly the same. I did like how in their original collab one was like black and white and then it was colored. So I feel like they could have done maybe something that was a little different than just making it identical personally. Then we've got the mirror up here with the artwork. And let me move the plastic sleeve so you can see the actual palette itself. So here's the color story. This is the one NYX said she wanted to be more neutral leaning, but like more of just like a fall palette. So here it is, and we've got some pumpkin and bat embossings, some close-ups for you there. And then we've also got a spider and a skull embossing in the mats down here. I do love a good embossing, so we're gonna zoom in and do this for the first look. I wanna go kind of bright and bold today. I'm literally going nowhere, doing nothing, so why not, right? So I'm gonna start with Poison, which is this neon right here. I'm gonna take a Laura Lee Los Angeles L26 brush and just see how this does. Starting in the crease. I know with these neons, like, they're not going to be something that will, I don't think, blend very well. It's more of a shade that you should just kind of stick in a place and let it do its thing and just let it live. So I'm not going to try to blend it too much. Just going to put it in the crease. Definitely pigmented. And I did put on eyeshadow primer before this. I always do with every single look, every single eyeshadow I ever use. Next up with the JS6, I'm going to go in with Cauldron, which is this deep green. And I'm going to put that in the outer corner. That is a fun, murky, swampy green. I am very into that color. There's what we're working with so far. Flat Cleona brush, I'm just gonna pick up Crypt Keeper, which is this one right here, this kind of dark green metallic. And I'm not using a glitter primer. I don't feel like in the past I've had to with Oden's Eye shimmers to get them to be as reflective as I want, and I've never had an issue with fallout with the shimmers in the past. I'm just putting that up against the dark green matte. Yeah, that's really, really reflective and pretty. Then I'm going to take Witch's Brew, which is the really bright green. Same brush, I'm just going to use the other side of it. I will say the shimmers feel different even on the brush. Like the first one, I wouldn't call it putty feeling, but it was slightly more emollient slash squishy on the brush, if that makes sense, than this lighter green is. It feels a little more hard pressed. but the pigmentation is still okay. And it is also super, super reflective. No shiftiness here, nothing like that, but just like a nice reflective shimmer. Next up, I'm going to take an angle liner brush. This one is from Morphe. It is their JS7 brush. And I am going to use the shade Goblin, this dark brown, just to create a shadow wing liner. And then just to finish it off, I'm going to use Magic Potion, this kind of minty green shade here on a Rephr 3 to put in my inner corner. And this one is more, again, of like a squishy feeling shade like that deeper green shimmer was texture-wise. And there is the first look without it being curled or mascara. I will add that after look number 2. So for the second look on the other eye, we're going to go in with the Little Ghost palette, the other palette in this collection. I think just looking at it at a glance, like both the artwork and the color story of this one better. And I think because to me it is more Halloween. I know it has blue, but I feel like it does go with the rest of the palette, the purples and things well. It's kind of like a blurple situation. And yeah, the Trick or Treat one is more of a fall one, so I don't know how Halloween I feel like it is, but it was nice quality so far. And just like the other one, this is the same outside of the unicarton as it is inside. They're the same. And it's got like a nice matte touch feel to it. I didn't say that before. Artwork on the mirror. The lovely Hella, and if I can lift the plastic here without digging my nails into it, that's always the challenge. Here is the Little Ghost palette. So we've got more spooky colors in this one, in my opinion. We again have the same embossings, the pumpkin and the bats up top, and then down below we have the skull and the spider. So same embossings, I think in the same exact spots, but different shades this time. So I'm gonna zoom in, and this is what we're gonna do on the other eye. So on this eye, I'm gonna start with Skeleton, which is this really almost white shade. I think it is a light pastel purple, it looks like, but it's hard to tell because it is so stinking light. And I don't know like how much this is really going to show up, this shade. Like, it's nice if you are like me and you're wearing an eyeshadow primer and you just want a shade to like set your eyeshadow base, or maybe if you need something to blend the edges of a look. But on its own, it doesn't really look like it has that much pigmentation or like it's going to be a standalone color. So I don't know if that was like the best use of a spot in this palette, honestly. I mean, look at it. Does it look like I have anything? Like, yeah, my veins are covered, which is nice, but other than that, do we see much? Not really. I think next I'm gonna go in with Little Ghost, the purple. I'm gonna put that not on the crease the whole way, but like somewhat in the crease and somewhat on the middle portion of the eye. I'm gonna kind of leave the inner and outer a little blank for now. This one, I think, maybe you can build it up, but it looks lighter on the eye than it does in the pan, in my opinion. See what I mean? In the pan next to my eye. Does it look the same to you? I don't know. Like, the undertone and everything is similar, but it just looks a little lighter, I think, on the eye. I'm not sure. Next, I'm going to use a Morphe M456, and I'm going to deepen the outer corner with Haunted House, which is this matte blue. So now we've got this purple and blue situation. Now I want to go in with Boo, which looks like it is a pinkish base with maybe a blue reflect in it. And I'm using a Luxie 245. It's a small shader, but it's just like a flat brush, so I'm going to use that. This shimmer feels, again, like one of the more like squishy, putty ones on the brush. Ooh. Well, that's much more blue than I was expecting. I don't know if it's because of like how I'm layering it and what I'm layering it with. That's actually, I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot prettier than I was expecting. This is one of those really nice like toppery shades. So I'm just overlapping it here a bit over the mattes that I laid down, and then, you know, there was nothing underneath it in the front half. And then I'm gonna use that same angled liner brush as I did in the first look, and I'm gonna use shade Licorice as a shadow liner in this look. And to finish, I'm going to take my Morphe M560 and I'm gonna put the shade Cobweb, which is like a really light, I don't know, white looking, I think she said it's a satin in the inner corner. Ooh, that's really pretty. And that is the completed look number 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes, put on mascara, and we'll be back to check out the lip products in this collection. Okay, now here are the 2 looks now that we are zoomed out a bit more. What do we think? So we've got look 1, the green, and look 2, the more like bluey purple. I just had to, you guys, these 2 colors because if you haven't been on my channel for very long, purple and green are my absolute favorite eyeshadow colors, and I probably could make this look more cohesive if I wanted to and put like the green underneath on this eye and the blue underneath on this eye, but like I said, I'm not going literally anywhere, so I can't be bothered right now. Sorry to tell you, but let me know if you want to see more looks with either of or both of the 2 eyeshadow palettes, and I'd be happy to play with them more because I'm gonna be playing with them more anyway. It's just a matter of if you want to see them on camera or not. So in the collection, we've got 5 lips, you guys. 5. It's a lot. And there are 2 shine lip glosses, a glow lip gloss, and then 2 matte lip stains. So we have options here. We have options. And we can't use everything today, but I will at least show you. The 2 matte lip stains are Swamp Fog and Shadow Creature. They are the colors of this sticker. And the 2 glow lip glosses are Quicksand and Shine. No, Shine is the finish, sorry. Quicksand and Spectral, those are the shades. And then the 1 glow we have is Radioactive. So be curious to see how these lips are, since I've never tried these formulas from Oden's Eye. I think I have one maybe cream bullet lipstick from them, and that's it. So we're gonna go with Swamp Fog, the matte lip stain to start with. Actually, you know, I think I want a little bit of a liner. So I'm gonna throw on my trusty Melt lip liner in shade Headbang. Okay, now that we have a liner done, here's what the component looks like. It says Oden's Eye and Angelica on there, and then it's also got like a skull, a spider, a bat, a pumpkin, some little detailing here at the bottom, which is a really nice touch. I love the colors. I love the ombre. All of that is really, really nice packaging. No scent. Okay. I was expecting a scent. I feel like most of these are like sweetly scented. So here is the applicator, like a slightly slanted doe foot. Oh, very thick. I'm really curious why they're calling this a stain. Unless when you wipe it away, it stains. But most lip stains I've ever used have been much more liquidy than this. This is extremely thick and moussey, and it honestly feels exactly identical on my lips to the Kaleidos lip clays, if I'm being honest. Yeah, it feels just like that formula. So if you like those, you might like this. It's a really nice color, like a brownie color, like a terracotta. I like that. And I think we might put something on top just to test something else. Let's go with Quicksand, this one, and see how they layer, right? Same exact component as the other one. There's like a slight chemical-y smell, I think, but there's no fragrance. I kind of wish there were a fragrance. Is it just me? Okay, definitely liquid ears. Same exact doe foot applicator. Ooh, that feels really nice. It feels kind of thick and hydrating, but not gloopy. Oh, I like that a lot, and it paired very well. Looks almost like the same exact color still on my lips, but those two were kind of similar, I feel like, to begin with. That's why I paired them. See, there's just like a slight undertone change there. Ooh. Ooh, okay. I like the lip products a lot. So yeah, guys, that's all for this video. Here's kind of my final thoughts, okay? So the eyeshadows, they perform very well. No patchiness, very reflective shimmers. Just really fun, right? Is it anything earth-shattering? I don't think so. I have the same quality, I think, in other things. It's just a matter of, do you want to support Angie and Oden's Eye, and do you like, you know, the theming and the color stories and stuff. This is really fun. Like, I keep looking at it. I like both eye looks. I kind of think they look good together too, even though they're so different. I will say I was expecting to get the little plushies and the scarf because I got the whole collection and I was under the impression those were going to come with it, but maybe I just didn't read the fine print and it was like only the first 100 or however many, because I know they've done that before too. But I will say I was disappointed because I thought I was getting those and then they weren't in the package, which if you pay over $100 for a collection, I feel like it shouldn't just be the first however many. Like, they either should have it or not have it for everybody, in my opinion. I don't like that there's like, ooh, act now and you'll get it. That kind of like pressure, you know, because some people have to wait till payday or whatever, and it shouldn't be like a, I don't know. I get they're trying to reward people to like go faster and get it first, but I didn't like that. I didn't care for that. And maybe I'm just bitter because I wanted them and I thought I was getting them. I didn't. But yeah, between the two palettes, I like Little Ghost color story wise more. Trick or Treat's the fine quality. I'm really intrigued about these. I actually low-key think I might, am I more excited for the lips than the palettes? That's not what I was expecting. Maybe not Little Ghost. I'm really liking Little Ghost. But these, it feels amazing. They look really good. We'll see how they wear. I'm about to go eat, so maybe I can leave a little note for you in the description about how they wore. At first I was kind of like, why is Angie doing a Halloween collaboration like some of you? Like, there are so many spooky creators, why not one of them? But at the end of the day, like she kind of explained in a video, like she didn't approach Oden's Eye. Oden's Eye approached her. And if a brand like Oden's Eye were to approach anyone and say, hey, we want to do something Halloween, do you want to work with us? Why would you say no? Like, good for her for getting her coin, for, you know, seeking out, trying something new. No, those other people don't own the corner of the market, whatever. Would it have maybe made more sense for those people instead of her? Maybe, but that was the brand's choice, not her choice at the end of the day. So yeah, I kind of got over that, even though it was a little weird to me, right? I'm sure you guys can think of other collaborators that maybe make more sense for Halloween theme in your mind. I know in my mind there were definitely others, but it is what it is. I'm happy to have this collection. I can't wait to play with it more. But I will say I've gone back and played with her Kaleidos palette and the original Hella palette just to like get my thoughts about them and compare. And I think her Kaleidos collab is still my favorite out of all of them. I need to play with these more before I can say that definitively in my next palette ranking video. But yeah, that's my first impressions. Let me know if you got any of this collection. What do you think of the theming? And yeah, thank you so much if you made it all the way to the end of the video. I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye!